Once, during his summer holidays, a child visited his grandfather. He spent all his time playing with him. One day, the child asked, "Grandpa, when I grow up, I want to be successful. Can you tell me how to achieve that?" His grandfather nodded and took him to a nearby nursery. There, he bought two small plants and brought them back home. He planted one in a pot inside the house and the other outside. Then he asked the boy, "Which of these two plants do you think will grow better in the future?" The boy thought for a moment and said, "The plant inside the house will grow better because it's safe from dangers like strong sunlight, storms, and animals, while the plant outside is at risk." His grandfather smiled and said, "Let's see what happens in the future." The boy returned home with his parents. 4 years later, he visited his grandfather again. He reminded him, "Grandpa, last time I asked for advice on how to be successful, but you didn't tell me. This time you have to." His grandfather smiled and replied, "Sure, but first, let's look at the plants we bought years ago." He took the boy to the plant in the pot inside the house. It had grown into a small tree. Then he took him outside to the other plant. They saw a huge tree with branches spread far and wide, providing shade to passers-by. Grandfather asked, "Tell me, which plant grew more and is more successful?" The boy replied, "The one we planted outside. But Grandpa, how is that possible? It must have faced so many dangers, yet it grew so big." Grandfather smiled and said, "Yes, the plant outside faced many challenges, but dealing with them had its benefits. It had the freedom to spread its roots as much as it wanted. Problems like storms made its roots stronger. Today, it's so strong that a small storm can't harm it." He continued, "Son, always remember this. If you always make comfortable choices, you won't grow as much as you can. If you're ready to face the world despite its dangers, no goal will be impossible to achieve. Never see problems as hurdles, but as steps toward success." The boy took a deep breath and stared at the tree, understanding his grandfather's words. Obstacles, which we see as enemies in life, actually make us stronger and more successful. Similarly, our life is an adventure filled with twists and turns that might seem like obstacles blocking our path. But these obstacles are like puzzles waiting to be solved. Just like in a game, the fun part is figuring out how to overcome challenges. Life works the same way. Each hurdle you face is a chance to learn, grow, and become stronger. So, don't let roadblocks discourage you. Embrace them, tackle them, and watch yourself level up in the game of life. You have the skills, determination, and spirit to conquer anything that comes your way. I hope you gain some value from this story and try to implement it in your life. Always keep rising.